Super Mario Kart will go down in history as one of the most iconic racing games of all time due to how it pioneered the two-player kart racer genre and how it was designed to give players an easy and intuitive pick-up-and-play gaming experience in 1992. Yeah, set the stage where Super Nintendo and the Mario franchise were really booming. Let's take a look at all the different tracks in part 1 of our Mario Kart retrospective. We've partnered up with Happy Kids for this series, so download the app and watch for free. How's it going, everyone? My name's Abdallah, and I want to welcome you to the Mario Kart retrospective. This is going to be a 10-part series where I go through every single one of the main series Mario Kart games and show you everything you need to know about them so that you can understand where Mario Kart has come from and where it's currently at. Now, honestly, you guys know me. I absolutely love Mario Kart, and I have since 1992 when Super Mario Kart came out. Man, I still remember the times when I had my very first Super Nintendo controller in my hand playing this game. It was so amazing. Is it one of my favorites? Yeah, it absolutely is. Is it one of the hardest in the entire franchise? Oh, it definitely is. And of course, what we're going to be doing in this retrospective is giving you guys one lap in every single one of the levels so that you guys can have a better understanding of how the game played. Anyway, of course, if you guys enjoyed the series, look forward to more because we're going to go through Mario Kart 64 next, and that's going to be super exciting. Anyway, I'm going to give you guys one lap in each track, and we'll sprinkle in some trivia and some fun facts along the way so that you can really appreciate the game that Super Mario Kart is. Enjoy! Alright, here we go. Let's get started with Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. I am so excited for this one because this is a game that I grew up with a long time ago, and what's really fun about it is that it is very, very hard. It is arguably the hardest Mario Kart game in the entire franchise. And there's a lot of reasons why. Anyway, let's jump in. I'll show you guys the character roster over here in our retrospective. We've got Mario, we've got Princess Peach, we've got Bowser, we've got Koopa Troopa, which is a character that we don't see too often. Right over here we have Luigi, we have Yoshi with his tongue sticking out, and a very obscure character in the form of Donkey Kong Jr. Yeah, no, this isn't Donkey Kong, this is Donkey Kong Jr. Interesting, huh? And then of course we have Toad right over here. Now all the characters do have their own stats as far as accelerations and top speed. Mario and Luigi being, of course, the middleweights. You've got some lighter weight characters such as Peach, Yoshi, and Toad, and Koopa Troopa. And then you got the heavyweight characters who have really, really low acceleration but high top speed. Anyway, so for this retrospective, what we're going to do is we're going to give you one lap in every single one of the levels. And I'm excited for it. So I hope you guys are excited for it too. We're doing all of the entire Mario Kart franchise, and I hope to have you guys along with. Now, just to give you guys an overview of how many levels are in Super Mario Kart, you can see over here we're starting off with the Mushroom Cup. There's 5 levels over there. You're going to see the Flower Cup, you'll then see the Star Cup, and then you'll see the Special Cup. A lot of the levels are using the same textures and graphics, and they just add numbers on the end of them, meaning they're just slight variations with different paths on them. And of course, we're going to end off with Rainbow Road. I'm excited for it. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into Mario Circuit 1 within the Mushroom Cup, and then we're going to go through every single one of them. One lap. Enjoy. Alright, here we go. None other than Mario Circuit 1. Now, getting the boost in this game is actually really difficult. It's directly after the first light lights up. Then you hold the B button in order to get it. You'll see over here that I'm using a technique called the mini turbo, power slide, whatever you want to call it. You'll be able to make that super easy. Alright, here we are at Donut Plains 1. Let's jump in. Let's see exactly what is new over here. You guys can see from the minimap on the bottom of the screen over there that there is actually a little lake on board. So just make sure you don't fall into there because your character will start driving underwater for at least 2 to 3 seconds before Lakitu picks you up. Anyway, you want to steer clear of all of that. Watch out for these little grass areas, and these little bumps at the end over here is very bad for traction. So, you're good. Here we are at Ghost Valley number 1. This level is most iconic due to the shortcut that's there. If you take a look at the bottom screen, right before the finish line, you'll see a little extended plank. If you are lucky enough to get an item called the Super Feather, you can easily jump through over there, right straight ahead that way, and get the shortcut in order to win. Just watch out for the blocks, because if you hit them, you might fall off. And here we are at Bowser Castle 1. This level is quite interesting because there's a lot of right-angled turns, and you want to make sure that you're able to power slide accordingly. Now you'll see the thwomps that really hover right over your character. Now they're inactive on lap 1, so just watch out on all the rest of the laps because they'll start pounding down on you, and you don't want that to happen. And watch out for the lava, obviously, because you do not want to be fried in a level like this. Let's jump into Mario Circuit 2. This level is super fun because there's a gigantic ramp, and if you're lucky enough to have a mushroom while you're getting that ramp, oh my gosh, you can cut off so much path. Anyway, coming right over here, you'll see the generic turns like you know how to do. You can easily power slide right along through here, as we usually do. Right here is a little bit longer, so watch out, and here's what I'm talking about, flying right over here, straight to the finish line, and you are set. So that was the entirety of the Mushroom Cup. Right now, we're going to go into the Flower Cup and show you exactly which levels are over there, starting off with Choco Island. This one is super iconic simply because of all of the brown dirt and, of course, the things that are going to slow you down, such as the mud. Or is it actually chocolate? Anyway, let's jump into it. And here we are at Choco Island 1. Super excited for this one because it's the introduction of the Piranha Plant enemies. These guys are going to be just chomping in one spot. All you have to do is just make sure that you don't run into them or else they'll take your coins and slow you down. Right over here you'll see a bunch of different mud spots. Just try not to run inside them because that'll essentially slow you down. Alright, we're back at the spooky Ghost Valley number 2 this time. This one's interesting because there are going to still be the tiles on the side of the railings. So if you bump into it, those tiles are going to disappear. There is a little feather shortcut that I just passed up over there. So as long as you are staying on the path over here, you're going to be all set and ready to go. Really nothing to it. Just do it. We're back in Donut Plains, and this one is the second one in the series. I'm excited for it because the lake is a lot bigger than the one in Donut Plains number 1. So all you have to do with this level is just be a little bit more careful. This one introduces the Monty Moles. They jump out of the holes right over here. If you are unfortunate, you'll get one caught on your screen just like that. You can keep on pressing the R button in order to jump, and they'll eventually get off. So anyway, just be careful about that as you're going through. I definitely wanted to show it off, so Monty Mole introduction, be careful. Alright, we're here at Bowser Castle number 2. This one's interesting because it does have a lot of the same right-angled turns, and it has all the thwomps, but they stay stationary in mid-air on round 1, or lap 1, so just be careful about that. You'll notice that this section right over here has a lot of different branching paths, so just be careful as you're navigating over here. Definitely take the path that I just took right over that way. Over here, there's a little bit of a split with some jumps, and the final turn right over here, you are good to go. Now do that a couple more times and you're set. Alright, welcome back. This one's Mario Circuit number 3, as if they aren't original enough. Alright, so let's take a look. Now, one of the main things about Mario Circuit levels is the nice round turns over here. So as you're kind of going through, watch out for those warp pipes, of course, and here's a pretty cool U-turn that you can do if you power slide over this way. You're going to be all set and ready to go. Here's our power sliding right around the corner. Yeah, do it. Now, if you had a mushroom, you can actually blast through the off-road section right over that way and cut off a lot of the track. So now that we're done with the Flower Cup, let's jump into the Star Cup over here, and it has some brand new features, such as an entire ocean area, which is Koopa Beach number 1. Let's jump into it and see what it's got in store for us. Welcome to Koopa Beach number 1. I'm excited for this one because we get to see Cheep Cheep this time around. Oh, cool, and I actually got the speed boost right over that way. Yeah, the speed boost is actually really hard to do, so yeah, good luck getting it after the first light lights up. Anyway, you'll notice over here that your cart does slow down every time you go in the water, so do your hops accordingly. Alright, just when you thought things couldn't get any more chocolatey, we've got Choco Island 2 right over this way. Excited for this one. It's the return of the Piranha Plants. Right in front of me over there was a little mushroom shortcut that you can use. Here's a little narrow section of land that you gotta watch out for. And over here is a lot of mud, so make sure that you guys are jumping on board. A lot of these little jumps here don't really do anything for you, so just watch out for it, and you're all set. Alright, it's getting a little chilly over here with Vanilla Lake number 1. Now, if you take a look over here, this is ice physics at the max. There's also snow on the ground that will slow you down, and pipes that you can easily run into, not to mention that there are also little ice cubes that you can really just get bounced with. Anyway, it's a really, really short track because, as you can see, we're done. Welcome to one of the hardest levels. It's Bowser Castle 3. Now, we know about this level that it has a lot of right angle turns, and it also has a lot of different thwomps. So be careful, do your turns correctly, and then go from there. You'll see all these different areas here. If you're playing with the computers on, you'll notice that there's going to be speed boosts and all sorts of items. But right over this way, there's 3 different lanes that you can take. The lane that's closest to the left edge over there has a speed boost, so go for that one when you can. It's Mario Circuit 4. Yes, they made 4 iterations of this course with the same textures. Let's jump in. Let's do our mini turbos around the corner as best as we can, and we'll be all set with that. So as you can see over here, it's really winding. It does help if you let go of the acceleration when you can, especially with this game, man. I'm noticing that it's really, really hard to stay put inside the lines whenever you're driving. Anyway, you'll notice over here that there's lots of opportunities. There's a shortcut on the right over there if you have a mushroom, and we are through. Last but not least, we have the Special Cup. Now, in order to actually unlock the Special Cup in Super Mario Kart, you have to get first place in Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, and Star Cup. And that's no easy feat, especially for this game. Anyway, let's jump on into it. We got 5 more levels, including Rainbow Road. So let's do this. I'm excited to see what's in store for us. And we're back with the last donut plains. This is the 3rd iteration of the course, so let's jump into it and see what's going on. It is in the Special Cup because it's one of the hardest, and you'll see why. There's a lot of water, and I mentioned watching out for the water before. Yeah, of course. Right over there, that bridge is completely out, and if you're not paying attention to it, you will absolutely get destroyed. Not to mention there's a lot of off-road and Monty moles here, so watch out, weave through, get them off you, and keep on going. Alright, we're at Koopa Beach 2 this time around. There's a lot of off-road water, so make sure that you are hopping into it as best you can. As you can see, I just got the boost right over that way, so just be very careful as you're driving through here. If you're playing with computers on, you'll be able to see a lot of different items in this area, but just make sure that you watch out for these little green things too, because they do slow you down. We're back, Spooky Ghost Valley. This is the 3rd one in the series. Let's see exactly what we have to do to get past this one. Now, with this one over here, there's a lot of areas where you could potentially fall down. So, as you can see, I was able to pretty much hop a corner and make sure that I didn't fall inside that. Because if you fall, you're going to lose a lot of time, and Lakitu's going to have to come and pick you up, and he'll take away your coins too. So, just be very careful about that, and you'll be all set and ready to go. It's time for Vanilla Lake 2. Things are getting really chilly up in here with that lake directly in the middle. Now, be careful because all of the little edges of this lake are considered water, so you don't want to jump into them, or at least drive into them. Watch out for icicles over here. You can hop over that if you're good. There's a little snow shortcut over here if you want to just drudge through it. And likewise, with the other ones, there's a little icicles, so definitely watch out for those. And here we are, the most iconic level in all of Mario Kart franchise. It's Rainbow Road. Look at the real fun colored tiles, and you'll also see that the thwomps over here, after lap 1, they'll start pounding down on you, and not only do you run into them, but you'll spin out because they're actually wearing stars permanently. One of the other things that's really hard about Rainbow Road is the fact that there are no railings here. You have to pick a lane, be careful on these turns, and make your way to the very end. Whew, just like that. Oh man. And there you have it, all of the tracks in Super Mario Kart for Super Nintendo. Yeah, things have changed since 1992, and I'm so glad that a lot of these tracks over here really paved the way for a lot of the different tracks that we come to enjoy in the more later games. And heck, even some of the later games really bring out these old tracks as retro tracks remade so that you can revisit them in stunning HD graphics and not the crazy rotation thing that was Super Mario Kart. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, I've got a lot more coming your way. We're going to go through every single Mario Kart game in the franchise and go through one lap in each of them, and it's going to be a great time, and I'd love to have you guys along the way. So thanks for watching. Definitely look forward to the next one coming out. That's going to be Super Mario Kart successor, Mario Kart 64, on a brand new platform. Man, the N64, honestly, Mario Kart 64 is my hands down favorite Mario Kart game, so I cannot wait to show it to you. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next retrospective. Take care.
only on Happy Kids Free, Fun, Learn.